Live in the John Herges Cambridge Motor Studios, this is WCMP.
The following is a production.
audio, 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 audio. Audio.
Live in the John Herges Cambridge Motor Studios, this is WCMP.
The following is a production of WCMP Sports.
And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into Pine City Civic Center. Andy Beckstrom on hand for Becker Big Lake and Pine City area boys hockey. Today's should be a great matchup between the Eagles and the Dragons. The Becker Big Lake Eagles. Big Lake, I believe, is the Hornets, and Becker is the Bulldogs, but the co-op, they go with the Eagles for the combo. Pine City will be going with the Dragons. They'll be in their white uniforms here on their home ice, green numerals and trim. Becker Big Lake in the blue uniforms with the white numerals and trim. Coming into tonight's matchup, Becker Big Lake is 2-7, 1-6-1 in conference play. Their overtime was against North Branch, 6-6. Their last matchup was a 8-0 loss against Northern Lights. Their wins came against Cambridge Asani and Wilmer. Last year they were 3-23, 0-11, losing in the first round to Northern Lakes. Pine City, on the other hand, 4-6. They were 3-4 in conference. They lost their first 4, but they've won 4 of 6 since then, including beating Becker Big Lake at Princeton 6-3 earlier this year. Last year they were 21-7, 6-0 in conference, losing in the third round to Monticello 6-4, and looking to be able to continue their role as they have won 4 of their last 6. We're going to get our national anthem and then get our starting lineups from Pine City here on WCMP Online.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity. A people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley, providing you with the highest quality food for your family. This week at Daggett's, get Hormel all-natural pork butts for $1.59 per pound. Honey Crisp apples are just $1.79 per pound. Daggett's own fresh baked Italian bread is 2 for $3, and Best Choice mac and cheese is 3 for $1. Deals are good this week only while supplies last. So hurry into your local grocery store, Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley.
The new year is here. It's the perfect time to trade out the old and bring in the new. That's the new furnace to keep you cozy warm for the rest of winter and for years to come. Aquarius Home Services, your local heating expert, is here to help with a fantastic New Year special. How does a new furnace for as low as $45 per month sound? That's right, as little as $45 per month. To learn more and schedule your free estimate, visit AquariusHomeservices.com today.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank & Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franzen Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzenbank.com/get there. Franzen Bank & Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries, combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Chad Greenway here. Mortgage rates haven't been this low since 2017. Time to talk to your local Franzen Bank about buying your first home, a cabin, or an investment property, building your dream home, refinancing to lower your mortgage payment, or for a home improvement project. Franzen Bank will be with you every step of the way. Find your local Franzen Bank mortgage expert today at franzenbank.com/get there. Tell them Greenway sent you. Franzen Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
WCMP Online, Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Pine City at the Pine City Civic Center, where you get set for tonight's matchup between the Becker Big Lake Eagles and the Pine City Dragons. Take a look at our starters for tonight's matchup. For Becker Big Lake, defense is going to be Luke Rupelius and Ethan Tobacco. Wings will be Tyler Schmidt and Grady Slapika, centered by Trenton Rupar. In goal for Becker Big Lake is going to be a senior out of Big Lake, Alec Anderson. On the flip side, Pine City Dragons are going to be going with Hunter Hogg and Jared Carpenter on D. Wings will be Seth Linnell and Parker South, centered by Ryder Youngbauer. And in net, the freshman Oscar Groboval getting the start for tonight's matchup. Puck is down, and it'll head back into the Becker Big Lake end to start this hockey game. On the first shift, puck comes right out in front. Linnell slaps at it, trying to throw it towards the front of the net. Goes just a little bit wide. Back to the point it'll go. Shot sent in towards the net by Haug. Be cleared down the length of the ice by Becker Big Lake. Back after it and losing an edge is Carpenter. He might have been tripped up a little bit by Schmidt, but no call on that one. Back it'll come now for Sell. Sell fires it the length of the ice over to the far side. It'll come over to the near side. Carpenter will sling it past the netminder Anderson. Puck back out to the neutral zone. Hogg will chase it back into his own area. Over to the near side now for Carpenter. Carpenter cross ice. Pass just a little bit too long. It'll be picked up by Rupelius. And started back through center. And in early is going to be Linnell. He's got to peel off. And back it'll come to the neutral zone. Smetna will pick it up there. And work his way from right to left. Works his way in with the 2-on-1 with Welch. Lost the puck. That shot comes off the post. Whether you could hear that or not on the broadcast, that was solid iron on that one. Came right back to him. Almost hit the netminder on the backside. Puck flipped around over to the near side by Tobacco. Smetna trying to be able to keep it in. Welch unable to do so as well, as the puck will head the length of the ice all the way past Gravoval, and that'll be an icing call. We'll head back into the Pine City end. The Pine City offensive end, I should say. Zero our score. Minute and a half gone by here in the first period of action from Pine City. Puck back to the blue line. It'll come out and down the length of the ice. Back by Beckstrom. Over to the near side. Puck slides free. Be picked up there by Lindblom to try to start it back. Plays it back for Linnell. Linnell over to the far side along the boards. Pine City back to the blue line, but not quite out. Now picked up and brought back with a head of steam. Crossed by Lindblom. Puck sent in deep. Linnell will chase back after it. Albrecht gets there first. Albrecht gets it back to him for Becker Big Lake. Works his way out in front, and he turns it over right into the stick of Linnell. Linnell had his shot blocked. Schneiderman's going to move it to the corner. Back to the point it'll go. Shot is blocked with a lot of traffic out in front. Carpenter kept it in at the point once, but he's unable to keep it in a second time as the puck will head down length of the ice. Not enough momentum for it to be called icing as they come back to play that. Linnell over to the near side now for Carpenter. Carpenter will work his way back through the neutral zone. Backhanded in by Welch. Deep into the zone. Smetna back behind. Flips it over to the near side. He's trying to be able to get it out front. He's got McKiska there in the doorstep. McKiska just a little bit high on the shot on the one-timer in the slot. Puck back behind. McKiska has it knocked away from him. Huffman will take it back and start it back for Becker Big Lake. It'll get back to the neutral zone, but Carpenter right there to turn it back the other direction. In on the left wing. Works back behind out in front for Smetna. Doing off the heel of his stick just a little bit wide. Pine City has had a lot of scoring chances. I don't know that they've had too many actual shots on goal. 1 or 2 so far. But they've had 3 or 4 scoring opportunities. Smetna behind, looking for a place out front to go with it. Gets pinned up against the boards on the near side. Polacek and Huffman have him pinned there as the puck comes free, and it'll squirt its way down the length of the ice. Lays on its side, so they'll wave off icing as it was going to slow down before the end boards. And back it'll come. Lindblom is pushed off the puck, and it'll head back into the Becker Big Lake zone, offensive zone. Centering over to the near side, and Grabavoll. What a glove save by Grabavoll. Rupar was right on the doorstep. Had a beautiful feed right over to him, but Oskar Grabavoll stands tall. Able to make that glove save. Face off on the near side left of Grabavoll. Puck won back by Becker Big Lake. Sent out in front once again. It's going to be up against the side boards with, or the side of the net, I should say, with Rupar. Rupar was working his way right on in. Grabavoll trying to do his best to be able to cover both sides of the net, as he also had Slepika on the weak side. Face off this time won back by the Pine City Dragons. It'll go back into the corner on the far side. Slepika will try to pick it up. Dragons will get it back out to the neutral zone. Back it'll come now. Youngbauer fires that one in deep. All the way back behind. Linnell crosses with Youngbauer. Now back for Linnell, and the puck will be taken away by Schmidt. Schmidt flips it high just over the top of Parkersell, and Slepika able to get it in on the right wing. Swings it wide over to the near side up against the boards. Pinned in the corner. It'll be taken away there by Rupar. Puck over to the far side. Schmidt will track it down for Becker Big Lake. Back to the point, kept in by the Eagles. Rydberg will play it off the boards, around over to the far side, and trying to be able to get it out for Haug. Back to the neutral zone, and Linnell has a big collision with Rupilius. Back it'll come, Carpenter. Correction, that one's going to be Haug with that one. And we see the 1-4. Thought maybe it was 44. It was 14 instead. Puck sent in deep. Welch is going to chase in after it, trying to forecheck hard in after it with Rupilius. Puck comes free. Smetna comes in off the bench. Loses the puck as he had a great move heading towards the net, but Carpenter able to keep it in the zone. Smetna was working his way right towards the net. Was set up beautifully. Back it'll come. Sent out in front by Carpenter. Knocked to the corner. Rupilius meets there with Rupar to be able to fan on a check to Welch. Puck sent out front once again. Chopped at and back to the neutral zone it'll go as Carpenter will pick it up. He'll turn and send it back the other direction. Becker Big Lake through the neutral zone, trying to be able to get it into the offensive zone. They're able to do so. Bouncing puck back behind. Checking after is going to be Scheidman. And back to the neutral zone it'll go. McKiska works his way along the near side. McKiska 1 shot, 2 shot. Standing tall is going to be Anderson. Alec Anderson able to keep McKiska out of the back of the net as the puck comes loose now with Welch. To the far side. One-timer for Smetna, and Smetna puts it in the back of the net. It was a beautiful setup on the way through by Welch. That goal comes at the 6:03 mark of period number 1. Makes it 1-0 in favor of Pine City. Smetna from Welch at 6:03 makes it 1-0 in favor of the Pine City Dragons. Puck in the slot. Pine City has more of control of it. Neither team really had a lot of control with that. Back it'll come now for Youngbauer. Youngbauer tried to lead it up ahead. And it'll come back on the far side. Youngbauer will pick it up. Swing it over to the near side, and Sell will try to chop it along the boards and get it out of the zone. Puck comes loose. Carpenter brought it in on the near side. High up off the boards, back to the blue line, but kept in, and now we're going to get a hand pass call. And with that, we'll move the face-off down the length of the ice. Joining us during the first period intermission, we'll speak to one of the Pine City coaches. They're coached by Seth Sauter, assisted by Jacob Sauter. So generally we'll talk to one of them. Kind of depends on how the game is going, which one we end up talking to. McKiska brings it back along the near side, works his way into the corner, tried to center it out in front, knocked away by Rupar, and brought back to the neutral zone. Long lead pass past Lapika. Comes back for the Dragons. Carpenter on that far side, wraps it around the boards over to the near side for McKiska. McKiska played it back along that far side. Carpenter gets it back to the neutral zone, just past Smetna. Sent right back in by the Eagles. Puck back behind. Carpenter puts it over to the near side. Welch couldn't handle it. It's sent right back in once again by Lindenau for Becker Big Lake. Smetna backhands it on that far side. It'll come back out to the neutral zone, but right to Huffman. Huffman there with it. Tried to play it back, and it's knocked down initially by Smetna. But Rupar ended up with it. Sent it over to the far side. Schmidt couldn't handle it, and it'll come back now for Welch. Welch and Smetna working their way into the offensive zone. They just hooked up on the last goal just a few moments ago. Linnell comes in to join them as the puck slides along that far side, trying to work it along that edge. It's going to be right for Becker Big Lake. Puck scoots free. Linnell steps in to be able to put a check in. Right, they'll come away with the puck, however. And Becker Big Lake will get it and work their way back through. Schmidt along the left wing. Crosses into the offensive zone. On that far side, plays it underneath, all the way over to the near side in the corner. Dragons will pick it up, get it back to the blue line, but it'll be sent back through by Tobacco. Puck flipped over to the near side by Smetna. Tobacco gloves that one down. Stepped up in the slot and fired a shot in on Grabavoll, who smothers that one. 1-0 with 8:07 to play here in the first period at Pine City Civic Center. Dragons and Eagles. Face off on the near side left of Grabavoll. Underneath now for Linnell. Flips it back out through the neutral zone and down the length of the ice. Have a penalty that was assessed to Youngbauer. I didn't see the call, so I'm not sure exactly what it was. But nonetheless, it'll put Becker Big Lake on the power play. Right now, they're just struggling to be able to get it out of their own zone. Beckstrom plays it around over to the near side. Tobacco tries to work out with it. Fan on the pass, and I'll have to pick it up once again. Works his way back through the neutral zone. Crosses with Beckstrom. Works his way in on the left wing. Stops along that far side. Set up in the circle. Plays along that far side. Beckstrom with it along that far circle. Works his way up to the blue line. Up into the high slot. Steps up. Fires his shot just a little bit high. And it'll be chopped down by Haug and sent down the length of the ice. 7 minutes to play in the first period. 1 minute remaining in the man advantage. Pelias will start it out of his own zone. Over to the near side and played along the near side by Tobacco. Works his way into the offensive end. Gets all the way deep into the crease. Runs over Grabavoll and the net comes off. I don't know that even though he ran him over, the puck still sat in front of Grabavoll. You can almost see it on the screen as it sat just in front of that goal line. So Grabavoll stands tall. 38 seconds remain in the man advantage. 6:45 to go in the period. 1-0 is the lead on the Smetna goal. Nice move there by Smetna. Had it sit right at his feet. Is able to get his stick set just right. Correction, that's going to be Rydberg. Able to flip it through a pair of defenders and down the length of the ice. Puck comes back through into the high slot. That shot goes just a little bit wide by Tobacco. Underneath, centering feed came out in front, and Slapika had it go between his skate and stick. It's a little bit too close to him, and came just past him. Another shot by Tobacco goes wide, back to the point for Schmidt. Sets up, far side one-timer by Tobacco. Rattles off the boards and up and out of play. Not touched on the way through, and the Dragons will be back at full strength. Becker Big Lake is 0 for 1 on the power play. .606 to play, period number 1. 1-0 is our score. Faceoff back in the neutral zone, far side of the ice. Rupar and Youngbauer going to be going at it all night long, and this time Rupar wins that one, comes into the Pine City zone. Back behind now, Rapelius trying to be able to center it out in front. It's knocked away from him, and it'll be picked up by Lindblom. Lindblom along the near side, can't get it out of the zone. Back it'll come for Rydberg. Rydberg puts it over to the near side now for Youngbauer. Youngbauer centering the line now with Linnell and Sell. Tripped up on the far side. Puck knocked away from him, and Rupar with backhanded deep into the zone. Lindblom there with it. Over to the near side now for Carpenter. He's pinned up against the boards. Slapika in on that one. Now back out to the neutral zone, but knocked away from Sell. Back into the Pine City zone. They'll have to pick it up there and start it back through the neutral zone. Youngbauer is dumped by Rupar as the puck went into the Becker Big Lake zone, but nobody there for the Dragons to be able to pick it up. Back it'll come through the neutral zone. Carpenter couldn't quite get it to Welch. Underneath, Sell fires it out in front, and a lot of collision out in front of the netminder Anderson. Linnell came in on it and kind of over pursued it as it was tipped away, but tried to come back after the puck. By the time he was able to get contact on it, he was essentially running over Anderson. When he tried to slow up on it, Rapelius was bowling over from behind. Kind of everything stacked up right in front of the netminder. Face off far side left, one back by Becker Big Lake. Polacek tried to play it around over to the near side, but falling down on the play, Albrecht couldn't quite get there. Play back through center, and Howell will come back after it. Howell go over to the near side. Carpenter back through to the neutral zone. Picked up there and sent back in by Scheidman. Back behind, Howell will pick it up and start it out for the Dragons. 4:20 to play, first period of action. Back it'll come now for Haug. Works his way all the way through. Fires a shot just a little bit high. Smetna along that far side. Loses the puck. It'll come back out to the neutral zone now. Flipped up and high through the zone by Beckstrom. Haug through the neutral zone. Sends it in on the right wing. Wraps it around the boards all the way over to the near side. Albrecht after it. Tries to pick it up off the boards there. McKiska in forechecking. Takes it away from him. Trying to play it back for Smetna. Gets it out in front instead. Puck still sitting out in front, and it slides its way past Anderson. I think McKiska is going to end up with credit on that goal, but the puck essentially just sat out in front and eventually slid through on the crease. McKiska will get credit for the goal on that one. Time of the goal, 13-13. See if they add any assist in on that one. Unassisted at 13-13. Makes it now 2-0 in favor of the Pine City Dragons as they work their way back on offense immediately. Youngbauer in with Sell. Puck back behind again, comes out in front, and Linnell trying to be able to get a piece of that one. Back to the point, it'll come for Lindblom. Underneath for Sell, puck was tipped, but Youngbauer ended up with it. Puck still loose on the upper crease area, kind of the deep slot. Puck along that far side, Linnell dancing with it along the boards. He's going to be pinned up against the boards there by Linda now. Rupar comes in to try to be able to help, trying to center it out for Parker Sell. Sell on the doorstep, jabs away at it a couple of times. Anderson able to check that one away. Over to the far side and not able to hold the zone. At the blue line was Lindblom, and it'll come back out to the neutral zone for a face-off. Lindblom thought that he maybe got there, but just a hair late. In case anybody is wondering, I am not related to the Beckstrom playing for Becker Big Lake. I was surprised to be when I seen the name. Puck sent in deep by McKiska. Pine City will chase in after it. Played off the boards along this near side. Came back to the blue line from Tobacco, but sent right back in by Carpenter. McKiska forechecking, trying to take it away from Tobacco. Clearing attempt is knocked down by Smetna. Smetna on that far side loses the puck, and Rupar now will flip it high out to the neutral zone. Carpenter comes across to be able to play it. Schmidt chasing in after it is able to check him off the puck, and the puck will head deep into the zone. On that backboards, puck sent in, knocked away by Grabavoll. Back to the blue line. Rapelius over to the near side. Tobacco fires a shot just a little bit high. Back for Rapelius. Kept that puck in the zone, and it'll be cleared out. Back through to the neutral zone by Haug. Sent back in by Tobacco. And back out to the neutral zone by the Dragons. And along the far side is going to be Rapelius. Rapelius fires a shot in. Saved by Grabavoll, and a healthy shot put in by Smetna on Rapelius along that far boards. Right in front of the Pine City fan base. Minute 40 to go here in period number 1. 100 seconds. 2-0 is the lead for Pine City. I want to make sure to appreciate some of the other players for the game tonight. We talk a little bit about the fact that it's Becker Big Lake, the co-op there. That shot hits the pipe as it came back for Youngbloom, and now we get a penalty on the far side as a big check was put in by Barzee, and Barzee is slow to be able to get up. And we'll send a trainer out there to be able to speak with him. While we do that, we'll step away. 1:21 to go. 2-0 is our score. We'll be back on WCMP.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear & Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear & Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
WCMP Online back here in Pine City. Linnell's going to get a 5-minute major for boarding. So it's going to be a 5-minute major for boarding, as we've had a couple of big checks up along the boards, and this one might be the officials just trying to be able to reestablish some sort of modicum of well play. Puck over to the weak side. What a save by Grabavoll. It sat out in front. He made the initial save and then somehow made a toe save on the rebound by Schmidt. It was a beautiful backdoor feed. The one kind that you usually see in the back of the net almost every time. But Oskar Grabavoll makes a heck of a save. Maintains this lead now at 2-0. That shot is going to be held on to. Schmidt fired that one in from the mid slot. 1:01 remaining here in the first period. 4:40 to go in the power play. 2-0 is our score. As wait for the last change for Becker Big Lake to make sure that Pine City can change last here on home ice. Beckstrom comes in to take the draw for Becker Big Lake against McKiska. One back by Beckstrom. Over to the far side now. Tobacco up for Rapelius. Tries to play it underneath. Back for Rapelius. Over for Tobacco on a weak side. And Tobacco at a weak angle puts it off of the shoulder. It was initially a good stop by Graboval, but he just couldn't hold the post. And that'll be a goal for Becker Big Lake on the power play. It'll be Tobacco from Rapelius. So Becker Big Lake is going to be one of two on that power play. But being a major, they remain on the power play. Puck in along the far side. Tobacco brings it all the way underneath. Tobacco tries to center it out in front, and driving away at it there is going to be Bordson, but Pine City able to knock it away from him. Back to the point it came for Rapelius. Over to the far side, Tobacco backhanded in just a little bit wide. 15 seconds remain in the period. Under 4 to go in the power play. Rapelius steps up and plays it underneath. Over to the near side for Schmidt. Schmidt in the circle. Nice kick save by Welch, knocking it away on his centering feed. And what that did is that basically eliminated the time to be able to set up that backdoor feed as Tobacco is sitting on that back edge on the weak side once again, looking to bury another goal. But a great job by Welch to be able to get that foot out there, knock that puck away, and be able to get us to the period break. We'll talk to one of the Pine City coaches when we return on the first period intermission. 2-1. Pine City leads it. We'll be back on WCMP.
It takes a team effort to ensure a successful future. That's why Town & Country Insurance in Hinckley, Finlayson, and Mora, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, and Grinnell Mutual are celebrating the accomplishments of our student athletes across every sport. We recognize the dedication it takes to work and play hard. Your display of teamwork makes it easy to trust in tomorrow. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, a people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley, providing you with the highest quality food for your family. This week at Daggett's, get Hormel all-natural pork butts for $1.59 per pound. Honey Crisp apples are just $1.79 per pound. Daggett's own fresh baked Italian bread is 2 for $3, and Best Choice mac and cheese is 3 for $1. Deals are good this week only while supplies last. So hurry into your local grocery store, Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley.
The new year is here. It's the perfect time to trade out the old and bring in the new. That's the new furnace to keep you cozy warm for the rest of winter and for years to come. Aquarius Home Services, your local heating expert, is here to help with a fantastic New Year special. How does a new furnace for as low as $45 per month sound? That's right, as little as $45 per month. To learn more and schedule your free estimate, visit AquariusHomeservices.com today.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank & Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franzen Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzenbank.com/getThere. Franzen Bank & Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
WCMP Online, Andy Beckstrom on hand here. We're joined by Seth Sauter, one of the Pine City coaches. And Coach, first period, it seemed like you guys started out real well, and then some of the penalties kind of caught up with you a little bit. Overall, I think it was a pretty good period, though.
Yeah, really happy with the way we started. 5-on-5 again. You know, when we play our game and get that forward check established, we are very tough to beat. We got off to a great start, and then maybe a questionable 5-minute penalty there that we didn't agree with, but that's where we're at.
I did mention, kind of as that was happening, it almost felt like that call happened maybe, I don't want to say 2 calls late, but it seemed like the period was starting to get pretty physical. Do you think that was maybe trying to just regain control of the game or adjustment on the big hit?
Yeah, it's possible. You never know what the officials are thinking, but you know, in my opinion, that's just a bigger guy making a good hockey play, and then the other kid getting hurt, and it was a little bit of a delayed call there on the officials. They weren't going to call it until they saw the kid was hurt, but again, that's hockey.
What's the message in the locker room?
Keep doing what we're doing. Let's kill this penalty off and get back to work.
All right, thanks, Coach, for joining us. Late at 2-1 here at the first period intermission. We'll be back on WCMP.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Chad Greenway here. Mortgage rates haven't been this low since 2017. Time to talk to your local Franzen Bank about buying your first home, a cabin, or an investment property, building your dream home, refinancing to lower your mortgage payment, or for a home improvement project. Franzen Bank will be with you every step of the way. Find your local Franzen Bank mortgage expert today at franzenbank.com/getThere. Tell them Greenway sent you. Franzen Bank & Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear & Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear & Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
It takes a team effort to ensure a successful future. That's why Town & Country Insurance in Hinckley, Finlayson, and Mora, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, and Grinnell Mutual are celebrating the accomplishments of our student athletes across every sport. We recognize the dedication it takes to work and play hard. Your display of teamwork makes it easy to trust in tomorrow. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
This is a story we all share of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley, providing you with the highest quality food for your family. This week at Daggett's, get Hormel all-natural pork butts for $1.59 per pound. Honey Crisp apples are just $1.79 per pound. Daggett's own fresh baked Italian bread is 2 for $3, and Best Choice mac and cheese is 3 for $1. Deals are good this week only while supplies last. So hurry into your local grocery store, Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley.
The new year is here. It's the perfect time to trade out the old and bring in the new. That's the new furnace to keep you cozy warm for the rest of winter and for years to come. Aquarius Home Services, your local heating expert, is here to help with a fantastic New Year's special. How does a new furnace for as low as $45 per month sound? That's right, as little as $45 per month. To learn more and schedule your free estimate, visit AquariusHomeservices.com today.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank and Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franzen Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzenbank.com/getThere. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
WCMP Online, Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Pine City. First period in the books. 2-1 is the lead for the Pine City Dragons. They are shorthanded to start the second period as a 5-minute major was assessed on boarding to Seth Linnell at 15:39. Pine City got on the board first. Smetnoff from Welch at 6:03 made it 1-0. Becker Big Lake had an opportunity a few minutes later on the power play, but were not able to cash in. They were 0 for 1 on the power play to that point. 13-13, Pine City made it 2-0 as McKiska is able to get a goal unassisted. Came in from the corner, got out in front, and was just jamming away. And it almost seemed like the puck just slid past just with some incidental contact more than he put it in the net, but nonetheless, he's going to get credit for the goal. So he makes it 2-0 at 13-13. And then the aforementioned boarding column Linnell at 15:39 put Pine City shorthanded for the remainder of the period. Becker Big Lake put a goal in at 16:15. Tobacco from Rapelius at a very hard angle, and it looked like Grabavil had that edge secured, but it just trickled up over his shoulder. It hit him, and it seemed like it kind of dribbled off of his elbow as it rolled down his arm as he tried to pin himself up against that side pipe. Nonetheless, a power play goal at 16:15 cut that lead in half and made it 2-1. Pine City will be shorthanded to start the second period for another 3:39. We'll have that for you when we return to Pine City on WCMP.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
WCMP Online, Andy Beckstrom on hand back here in Pine City. We get set for the second period of action between the Pine City Dragons and the Becker Big Lake Eagles. The Becker Big Lake squad, normally the Hornets and the Bulldogs, but going with the Eagles now. Head coach Zach Barzee, assisted by Jason and Lindsay Hartfield, Thomas Kluk, and Greg Mullen. On the flip side, Pine City, coached by Seth Sauter, who we talked to a little bit during the break, and Jacob Sauter. Some volunteer coaches, Kip Rydberg, Chris Pia, and Jonah Sauter for Pine City. 2-1 is the lead on goals by Smeton and Miskiska, and then the Becker Big Lake goal on the power play by Tobacco. That's where we stand after one period of play. We got 17 minutes up on the clock. 2-1 is our score. Both teams getting their last little bit of instruction from their huddles. And we'll come back out to center to get the second period underway as we switch sides. This is the most difficult side. You end up getting trapped on one end or the other. Inevitably, one team will have a little bit of an advantage. Defensemen, at least, if they were on a power play, being at that end. But if you're shorthanded, you're stuck a mile from your bench and end up in kind of a tough spot. Puck will come back into the Becker Big Lake zone. They'll start it from there as they are on the power play, trying to be able to get things set up. Ahead it'll come on the near side, brought in by Tobacco. Sets up on the near side in the corner, back for Rapelius. Tries to play it back door. Schmidt right there with it, jamming it away, and Grabovel right there to be able to smother that one. Nice backdoor feed, but a better save by Oskar Grabovel. 16:38 to go, period number 2. 3:18 to go in the power play for Becker Big Lake. Face off far side left. Draws down one back by Welch. Tries to get that one cleared. Went off of a player, but still able to get enough momentum on it to come all the way back through to the neutral zone and down into the Becker Big Lake area. Played there and brought back by Pine City. Under 3 minutes to go in the power play now. Becker Big Lake through center on the right wing. Works their way in on that far side. Backdoor feed, trying to be able to hook up with Bordson. But the pass from Rebellious was just a little bit too wide. Schmidt near side in the corner. Steps into the circle, fires that one underneath. It got knocked away by Tobacco and multiple different Dragons. Puck on that far side. Rydberg is harassing Schmidt on that far side. Rapelius up for Schmidt. Schmidt wanted to get it to Tobacco on the near side as bodies go flying out in front of the net. Tobacco set it up on this near side, works his way into the circle, steps up, fires a shot, deflected out of that front area. Out there is going to be Borson. Borson on that doorstep, causing a lot of problems for Grabovel, but Grabovel able to make the save and hold on. Dragons are going to go with that top line now, that top penalty kill line. 2:08 to go in the power play. 15:28 to go in the period. See if who they put. It looks like it's going to be Youngbauer. It's going to match up on that doorstep with Borson as they try to get that centered out in front there. Puck over to the far side, Tobacco. Pretty sure that top line has played the entire power play so far here in this period as they really want to be able to get that goal. Leaving that top line out there. Schmidt fires a shot in just a little bit wide. Trying to tip it on the doorstep was Tobacco, but it was knocked away from him, and back through center it'll go. Smetna trying to work his way back shorthanded. Loses the puck, taken away by Tobacco. Around the far side, dances his way past Parker Sell and gets in on the right wing. Works his way all the way in through the far side. Tries to center it out in front, and this shot Rapelius tipped it just a little bit wide. And a puck sent up over the top of Schmidt. Will head down the length of the ice. Rupar will come back after it and set it along the far boards for Barzee. Puck knocked away and sent right back in by Youngbauer in the neutral zone. Barzee back behind. 1 minute remaining in the power play. Puck back through the neutral zone, picked up by Tobacco. Tried to play it ahead for Barzee, and it goes past him and sent back in by Carpenter. All the way deep into the zone it'll go. Smetna picks it up shorthanded, fires a shot. Save made by Anderson as Smetna got tripped up after the play. Now back it'll come for Schmidt. Swings it wide on the near side, fires a shot, and it's deflected up into the netting back behind. 2-1 our score. 38 seconds remain in the power play. 13:58 to go in the period. Period number 2 here at Pine City Civic Center. Andy Beckstrom on hand on the call for tonight's ball game. Glad you could join us for the matchup. Puck along the ice over to the far side. Albrecht there with it, fires a shot, deflected to the corner. Back to the point it'll go, set up for Huffman. He fires a shot. That one just a little bit wide outside of the glove of Grabovel. Beckstrom over to the near side, plays it underneath. Into the circle for Lindenau. Lindenau cycles with Beckstrom over to the near side. On the wing. Over to the far side now for Huffman on the right wing, fires a shot. That one's deflected high up into the air, went off the netting and the backside, and now we are back to even strength as Pine City gets Linnell back. Tied up along that far side, trying to chip it away was McKiska. He was wrapped up, tried to play it ahead for Smetna, but tied up and couldn't get a pass away. Otherwise, that was a great opportunity with Smetna coming out right as the penalty expired. Had an opportunity to be able to take off down the ice. 13:06 to play in the period. 2-1 is the lead for Pine City over the top of Becker Big Lake. Eagles and Dragons doing battle here on a Saturday afternoon. Beautiful Saturday afternoon. Pine City actually using the out of doors. They actually leave the Civic Center to go outside to be able to get their intermission break. Maybe even a little bit warmer outside as they brought back by Becker Big Lake along this near side. Bordson gets it into the zone, taken away now by Smetna. Smetna works his way in one-on-one, tried to slip it through, ends up losing the puck as it slides through the feet of Lindenau. Over to the corner, out front now it goes from Kiska. Correction, that one's going to be Welch on the doorstep. Cleared down the length of the ice by the Eagles, and it'll be icing. Haug comes down and touches that one up. 12:25 to play, period number 2. Faceoff will be on the near side left of Anderson. Sell and Schmidt to take the draw. One back by Sell. Quick shot by Howe goes rifling by the ear hole of Anderson. Just a little bit high. Carpenter able to keep the zone on the far side, but loses the possession of the puck. And it's brought back. Tobacco played it ahead for Schmidt, who fires a shot a little bit high. Out it'll come, and another shot from the slot. The deep slot by Schmidt. Tobacco put it out in front for him, but Grabovel squared it up, and other than the goal, really, and the goal actually, Grabovel squared up pretty good. He just had a little bit of a sliver of an opening over his right shoulder is basically what Tobacco is able to get that puck through on. But otherwise, Grabovel has pretty much had almost everything hit him right in the chest. He had one glove save. Otherwise, everything else has been right square in the chest. Played very well tonight for the Dragons. Puck sent out in front, picked up by the Dragons. Sell couldn't get it down ice. Schmidt knocked it away from him. Schmidt along the blue line tried to play it underneath. Couldn't get it to Slapika. And now finally back to the neutral zone it'll go. Just rolls off the stick of Linnell. And Tobacco will start it back now for Becker Big Lake. Eagles work their way back on the right wing. Tobacco flips it high over the top of everybody, deep over to the near side. Sell wraps around over to the far side. Haug has it go past him. Linnell gets it back for Haug, who lays it off, hits a Glore. McKiska plays it ahead for Sell. Sell works in on Anderson. He hit the crossbar. Sell got his way all the way in deep. Went top shelf on it. Just a little bit too much lift. Linnell knocked off the puck. Puck flipped out by Tobacco back through the neutral zone, and back it'll come now for Lindblom. Lindblom almost lost it to Schmidt. Schmidt pinned up against the boards in the corner. Bodies go flying as Schmidt and Linnell both go down. And now also going down Barzee. Barzee has the shot right out in front. Excuse me, a couple of shots taken. Rupar fired another shot, and Barzee ended up in the back of the net. He did not have the puck with him. So no goal at all as Grabavoll still playing quite well. Here in period number 2, 10:35 to go. 2-1 is our score in favor of Pine City. Faceout comes out for Carpenter. Wraps around the boards over to the near side. Barzee steps up on it. Flip back to the neutral zone, and back will come now Smetna. Smetna crosses the line, works his way all the way in on the right wing, stops, tried to play it out in front. Lost the puck as it came across for Welch. And back to the neutral zone. It'll get past Carpenter and down the length of the ice. Carpenter in his own zone, works his way back behind the net. Lays it off for Haug. Haug will work his way out in front of Grabavoll. Kind of a dangerous position to be in. Back to the neutral zone. A little bit too far for McKiska and sent back in by Albrecht. Over to the near side, off the boards, and deep into the Eagles zone. McKiska steps up on it on the far side. Had it knocked away from him by Albrecht. Beckstrom back behind. Wraps around the boards over the far side. That one sent in by Carpenter. Paddled to the corner by Anderson. McKiska back to the point. Lindblom stepped up on it. Almost got tipped out in front by Albrecht, which would have been almost essentially an own goal, but nonetheless ends up going a little bit wide. Under 10 to play here, period number 2. In Pine City. Puck back out to the neutral zone. Borson able to get it ahead for Beckstrom. Loses possession of the puck and is brought back by the Dragons over to the far side. Smetna picks it up and works his way in. Loses the puck, however. Try to go in on the far side boards. Now the puck's going to be sent down the length of the ice. It's easily going to be icing. Racing down was going to be Bo, but easily getting there first was Lindblom. .9:01 to play, period number 2. 2-1 is the lead for Pine City. Back to the point for Rydberg. Gets it right back up top. High slot, fires that shot. Dangerously sat out in front and chipped away by Wright. Back out to the neutral zone for a moment at least, and then brought back by the Dragons. Youngbauer fired that one in, and it's held on to by Anderson. We'll get a face-off inside the Becker Big Lake Eagles zone. Far side right of Anderson. Rappel tossed from the face-off circle, so somewhat of an easy win there by the Dragons. Puck sent back in by Pine City, but it's possessed right away by Becker Big Lake. Back to the neutral zone. Hall will pick that up there. Off for Linnell and through the neutral zone over to the far side. And sent in by Schmidt. Wraps around the boards all the way over to the near side. Lindblom back after it. Picked up there by Rupar, trying to be able to get it out front. He gets pushed up against the boards back behind by Rydberg. Puck back to the blue line, sent in by Rupelius. That one's rifled wide by Tobacco and sent down the length of the ice. A wave off icing as Linnell was able to get there first. Sal comes in trying to be able to assist with that. Linnell come away with it back behind. Linnell looking out in front. Route for Youngbauer on the doorstep. Had the first hit. The rebound came about waist high and he chopped at it like a baseball in the air and he put it right in the chest of Anderson, who's able to hold on. Good save by Anderson, but nice hands displayed out in front by the Dragons. Youngbauer chopping away at that one. Welch wins the drawback. Puck over to the near side. And sent down the length of the ice by the Eagles. Whistle that one down for icing. Officials need a little bit of water, a face shield, a wipe for the face shield or something. So a little bit of a official timeout. As we play on, now puck comes back through. It'll head down the length of the ice, down on the near side wing, picked up by the Dragons through the neutral zone. Welch brings it in along this near side. He was in with Smet now. Back to the neutral zone it'll go, and it'll be picked up and brought back by the Eagles. Eagles on that far side trying to center it out in front for Beckstrom, but unable to do so. Barzee had an opportunity, but just couldn't quite connect on it. Back through the neutral zone to go. Now Smetna works his way in on Anderson. Shot. It was deflected. Good defensive play. Getting back on defense by Polacek. 6:51 to go here, period number 2. Smetna was trying to make a bid for his second goal of the night, but couldn't get it past Anderson. Remains 2-1 in favor of the Dragons. Draws down one back by Parker Sell. Youngbauer underneath for Sell as we have a tripping call as some bodies went flying. I don't know that. I think Youngbauer is going to go to the box. So Youngbauer will go to the box. Call will be at the 10:14 mark. And put Becker Big Lake back on the power play. They are one of two on the power play. They had the full 5-minute major that they scored on, but they only got one goal, even though they had 5 minutes worth of power play with that one. That one sent in by Repelius is deflected up into the netting. Draw will come back out to the neutral zone. Sent back in by Becker Big Lake. Lindblom able to pick it up, and Lindblom sends it down the length of the ice. Lindblom gets the clear. Repelius will chase back after it. Sell almost beat him down the ice to the puck. Starts it along that far side. Gets it away now for Borson. Borson tried to lay it across over to the near side. A little miscommunication. Tobacco skated right past the puck. And back it'll come now for Schmidt. Schmidt works his way through center. And offsides as they cross the line. You hate to see an offsides when you're on the power play. Unless you're a Dragon fan, then of course you'd love to see that. Minute 13 to go in the power play. 5:59 to go in the period. Face off of the neutral zone will be picked up by the Eagles. Brought through on the far side by Repelius. Puck goes down low, and a clearing attempt is knocked down and kept in by Rupar, at least momentarily. Now it's going to be brought back by the Dragons. McKiska fires a shot. Save is made by Anderson. Puck still loose out there for the Dragons. Sent in by McKiska deep. Becker Big Lake will be able to regroup behind their own netminder, but the Dragons had a nice little short-handed push At that point, puck back through the neutral zone. Will come all the way into the other end. Welch now checked off the puck as he's knocked down by Tobacco. Returning the favor is going to be McKiska. Over to the near side. Bordson puts a shot in from the weak side. And Grabavoll standing tall again. Oskar Grabavoll has been great in net tonight for the Dragons. Able to hold them out of the back of the back of the net. 5:12 to play in the period. 26 seconds remain. Still on the penalty to Youngbauer. Quick shot off the draw by Barzee is knocked to the corner by Grabavoll. Tobacco steps up on the near side, keeps the puck in the zone, works his way out to the slot, fires a shot there. Another save made by Grabavoll. Puck now pinned up against the boards on the near side. Barzee comes away with it. Fires that shot, goes off the side of the cage. Tobacco's been pretty incredible for Becker Big Lake tonight. That shot comes in. Another weak-sided shot. Hit the post, the outside of the post, but sat on the ground right in front of Grabavoll. So he reaches out, smothers that one. 4:41 to play in the period, but Pine City is back to even strength. Becker Big Lake now 1 of 3 on the power play. Draw on this near side. Comes back for Youngbauer. Tries to play it along this near side boards. Pine City had a couple of really nice shorthanded opportunities to see what they can do now that they are back to even strength. Puck in the zone. Far side pinned up against the boards. Finally squirts its way free. Barzee tried to step up on it. He loses his edge. It's taken away by Youngbauer, at least momentarily, and back to the neutral zone it'll go. Huffman sends that one in along the right wing. Backstrom from a short side. Beckstrom steps up and fires a shot in on Grabavoll, who's able to hold on. Pine City leads it 2-1, just killed off another penalty. Did a great job being able to keep Becker Big Lake out of the net. 4:01 to play in the period. 2-1 is our score. Draw comes back now for Haug. Over to the far side. Puck chipped up in the air. Back to the point it'll go. That one sent in and a save made once again. A shot by Huffman. Grabavoll has been very good again. Welch will start it back the other direction. Smetna has to slow up at the blue line. Shot comes, deflected wide over to the near side. Welch back behind, flips it up to himself. And it's going to be knocked away by Wright. Carpenter has to slowly come limping off the ice. That shot comes in. Grabavoll is able to hold on. We'll check on Carpenter, see what's going on there. Carpenter comes off. So we'll play on now, face off in the zone. Carpenter appears to be fine on the bench. Not sure what the issue was. Caused him to limp off, maybe just a cramp. Might have been all it is. Back it'll come, tipped out in front, and Rupar misses it just wide as Welch pushed him off the point. I think Welch is going to pick up a penalty. I think that Rydberg is going to pick up another penalty as well. As Rupar, as he was coming by, took a shot at Welch, and so now the officials are going to have to discuss things and make sure that they know who's going to go and if there's going to be a power play. Sounds like it's going to be 5-on-5. Trying to listen into the official a little bit, explaining it to Coach Souter. Sounds like there was a trip. A trip and then a rough. Whatever it is, it's going to be a 5-on-5 still. So coincidental minors. Whatever it is, Coach Sauter is happy with it. Coach Barzee didn't question it, didn't even need an explanation. He accepts that it's 5-on-5 with 3:07 to play. Those players will be in the box for much of the remainder of the period. And now we're going to get a whistle called, I believe, on Pine City on that far side. Penalty's going to be called on Seth Linnell. Linnell goes for hooking. So that'll be a power play now. It'll put Becker Big Lake back on the man advantage. 15:58, the time of the penalty. As I mentioned, the Eagles back on the power play. That shot goes just a little bit wide. Puck sits dangerously on the backside on the crease. But the Dragon defense able to step up and be able to get it cleared out down the length of the ice. Puck along that far side and brought back now by Schmidt. Schmidt lays it over to the near side, skating all the way to the corner. Tobacco. And now brought back down by Bordson. Bordson backhands that one in. Save made. Cleared away from the front of the net. There's a pair of Dragons that cleared it out from the front of the net as the puck come back out to the neutral zone. And now we get another whistle. And a hooking minor going to go against Becker Big Lake. .16:45, the time of that call. That'll essentially even things up now. 4-on-4 for 1:14. And if it's the same type of edge that Pine City had when they had the man advantage, or when they were shorthanded, they were able to play 4-on-4 pretty good. A couple of shots right away on Anderson now. A little bit more space might actually lend towards the Dragons' advantage. Dragons will have about 45 seconds, not quite a minute, of a power play eventually, as the Dragons keeping it in the zone. Back it'll come for Rapelius. Works his way through and now in on the left wing. Sets, fires. Save made by Graboval. Bucked back to the blue line. Stepping up on it. Beckstrom plays it back underneath. Lindblom wraps it around the boards over to the far side. It's going to be kept in along those far boards by Lindenau. Slides over to the near side now. Backhanded along the edge by Scheibman. Back to the blue line. McKiska able to get it out to the neutral zone as it's sent back in. 17 seconds remain in the penalty to Linnell. Pine City almost wants to just kind of settle back into their own zone and be able to set things up for their power play. 3-2-1, and Linnell is back, and the Pine City Dragons are back to even strength. 2-on-1 now, Linnell and Smetna. 3-on-1 is joining the fray. Is going to be McKiska. Off it'll go, backhanded by Linnell on the puck. He's jamming away at it. The puck is still sitting loose behind Anderson. Anderson had it underneath him. Linnell was trying to scoop it out from his legs. And I think Linnell has been tossed from the game. Now the officials are going to have to talk about it, make sure that they have their story straight. The linesman was the one that appeared to toss him. Anderson, after the play, was a little slow getting up from his crease. So roughing minor assessed to a pair of players. 5-on-4. So I think it's just a rough. So Linnell, I don't think, was tossed, whether they made that decision after the fact or whatever it may be. We'll talk a little bit with Coach Souter during the break on that and try to sort out exactly what happened there. But so it sounds like it's going to be a power play still remaining for the Dragons. They have 30 seconds on the power play. McKiska, cross it'll go for Sell. Sell will run point. Far side to Lindblom. Cross-ice feed for McKiska. Up top, Sell rifles a shot just a little bit wide. Lindblom pins it along those far boards, loses the puck, and it's going to be cleared out by Slapika. Slapika is going to forecheck back now against McKiska. Down to 5 seconds remaining in the power play. Maybe one last rush. Lindblom plays it across for Sell. Sell crosses that line, brings it in, fires a shot, save made, rebound shot came all the way over to the near side. Becker Big Lake is back to even strength. We got 6 seconds left to go in the period. Lindblom is going to skate it back into his own end and just pin it up against the boards and wait for the end of the period. That'll be the end of the period. 2-1 is our score after 2 periods of play. Lots going on in that second period, but nothing made it past either netminder. We'll come back and we'll wrap up the second period of action and get you set for the third. We'll also talk to one of the Pine City coaches when we return on WCMP Online.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Chad Greenway here. Mortgage rates haven't been this low since 2017. Time to talk to your local Franzen Bank about buying your first home, a cabin, or an investment property, building your dream home, refinancing to lower your mortgage payment, or for a home improvement project. Franzen Bank will be with you every step of the way. Find your local Franzen Bank mortgage expert today at franzenbank.com/getthere. Tell them Greenway sent you. Franzen Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear and Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear and Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear and Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
It takes a team effort to ensure a successful future. That's why Town & Country Insurance in Hinckley, Finlayson, and Mora, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, and Grinnell Mutual are celebrating the accomplishments of our student athletes across every sport. We recognize the dedication it takes to work and play hard. Your display of teamwork makes it easy to trust in tomorrow. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Online, Andy Beckstrom on hand, joined once again by Coach Souter for the Pine City Dragons. And Coach, kind of a active second period, I guess you could say. A lot of action, a lot of wide open, a lot of penalties going on out on the ice.
Yeah, there's really no flow to the game here, and I'm not quite exactly sure what to tell our players what they can and can't do right now, so we're just going to have to be careful, play smart, and keep focusing on doing our job.
It did feel, though, as you started working more 4-on-4, that kind of that wide open ice seemed to benefit you guys a little more.
Oh, yeah, we got some speed on this team, and if we can use that ice to our advantage, and again, we've had some opportunities, we're just not finishing, so hopefully we can get back to 5-on-5 here and go back to work.
You guys had played these same Eagles earlier this year in a 6-3 victory. Is there something that you're noticing between the two games, or are these two totally different games coming into today?
Yeah, they're definitely different games. You know, we got 5 scratches right now. We got a couple of our starters out, and, you know, the other guys are filling in and playing great. So, you know, we definitely think we're the better team here, and hopefully we can finish it off with a win.
Any message for the third period?
Oh, just keep doing what we're doing, stay out of the box, and we'll be happy after the game.
All right, Coach, thanks for joining us here on the second period intermission. Pine City leads at 2-1 going into the third.
Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley, providing you with the highest quality food for your family. This week at Daggett's, get Hormel all-natural pork butts for $1.59 per pound. Honey Crisp apples are just $1.79 per pound. Daggett's own fresh baked Italian bread is 2 for $3, and Best Choice mac and cheese is 3 for $1. Deals are good this week only while supplies last. So hurry into your local grocery store, Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley.
The new year is here. It's the perfect time to trade out the old and bring in the new. That's the new furnace to keep you cozy warm for the rest of winter and for years to come. Aquarius Home Services, your local heating expert, is here to help with a fantastic New Year's special. How does a new furnace for as low as $45 per month sound? That's right, as little as $45 per month. To learn more and schedule your free estimate, visit AquariusHomeservices.com today.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank and Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franzen Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzenbank.com/getThere. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
As we work our way through the second intermission, still 2-1 after 2 periods of play. A lot of action. I didn't write down all of the penalties since there wasn't any power plays or any advantage really too much that happened in the period. A lot of coincidental and offsetting minors that happened in that period. In speaking with Coach Linnell or Coach Souter, it sounded like initially they were thinking about maybe assessing a little bit more with Linnell, but it sounds like the officials discussed it, and it was more of an incidental contact rather than an intentional type of play. And so good job by the officials to be able to get together and make sure they're making the right call. And that's something that officials don't always get the credit that they're deserved, but definitely want to appreciate the fact that they got together to make the right call on that one. No goals in the period, just a couple of penalties. Pine City took a couple of penalties, tripping and a hooking. Pine City, or Becker Big Lake rather, in the period go 0 for 2 on the power play. They are 1 of 4 in the game. Pine City did have one-man advantage. 16:45, a hooking minor was assessed to Tobacco, and one of their best players off the ice, Pine City, was unable to take advantage, and they go 0 for 1 on the power play. No other matchups going on our broadcast schedule today. This morning was the Pine City Triangular. Hope you were able to check that out on one of our other YouTube streams. Coming up on Monday, we do have a couple of games. Girls basketball, Hinckley-Finlayson and Moose Lake Willow River, and boys basketball with Rush City and Mora. We hope you can join us for one or multiple games throughout the course of the next handful of days. My next game will be East Central girls basketball on Tuesday. I hope you can join us for that or any different game that we bring you throughout the course of our season. We'll have the third and final period up and coming from Pine City Civic Center when we return on WCMP Online.
Chad Greenway here. Mortgage rates haven't been this low since 2017. Time to talk to your local Franzen Bank about buying your first home, a cabin, or an investment property, building your dream home, refinancing to lower your mortgage payment, or for a home improvement project. Franzen Bank will be with you every step of the way. Find your local Franzen Bank mortgage expert today at franzenbank.com/getthere. Tell them Greenway sent you. Franzen Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear and Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear and Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear and Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
It takes a team effort to ensure a successful future. That's why Town & Country Insurance in Hinckley, Finlayson, and Mora, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, and Grinnell Mutual are celebrating the accomplishments of our student athletes across every sport. We recognize the dedication it takes to work and play hard. Your display of teamwork makes it easy to trust in tomorrow. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley, providing you with the highest quality food for your family. This week at Daggett's, get Hormel all-natural pork butts for $1.59 per pound. Honey Crisp apples are just $1.79 per pound. Daggett's own fresh baked Italian bread is 2 for $3, and Best Choice mac and cheese is 3 for $1. Deals are good this week only while supplies last. So hurry into your local grocery store, Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley.
WCMP Online, Andy Beckstrom on hand for the third and final period of action between the Pine City Dragons and the Becker Big Lake Eagles. Join us during the postgame. We'll award the players the Nichols Cafe Player of the Game. We'll award one player a free bacon cheeseburger meal for the Player of the Game. So join us for that. 2-1 is our score on the M Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. M Health Fairview Clinic's North Branch has 24 access to care by calling 1-855-FAIRVIEW or your local clinic number. Grabavoll has had a very good night in net. A young freshman has played very well. Here, Coach Smetna talking about, or Coach Sauter rather, talking about being a little bit shorthanded today, and I think that every team across the state has probably experienced a little bit of that throughout the course of the season at one time or another, and Pine City just happens to be going through that right now. So they don't make any excuses, got to play on because the games are going to happen irregardless, and so it will. Puck is down, and we are underway with the third and final period of action. Puck will come down into the Becker Big Lake zone and flipped up on out of play. 16:51 to play in the game. 2-1, so it's still a very close game. Anybody's game at this point. Pine City it's felt like they have controlled the game for the most part, but Becker Big Lake has been right there, right up against it for quite a bit of it. That shot by Carpenter is paddled to the corner by Anderson. Smetna steps up on the far edge, trying to be able to keep it in the zone. Flipped out by McKiska. Puck back behind, and it'll be picked up and brought back by Tobacco. Back to the neutral zone. Crossed over to the near side, and it's knocked away from Totke. Puck back behind as the Dragons try to start it from their own end. And it'll be picked up by Smetna. 3-2 going the other direction. He's in with McKiska and Welch. Puck knocked to the corner. Centering feed came out in front for McKiska as it's knocked away. Hogg lost an edge as the puck heads to far side as Schmidt crosses the line into the zone. Schmidt got out in front, but he didn't have the puck with him. Just taken away from him. Barzee over to the near side in the corner. Barzee pushed up against the boards by the Dragons. Welch comes in to be able to try and help. Carpenter has it pinned there. Welch comes away with the puck. And Welch will start it back. Tries to play it ahead. Plays it off of the back of Smetna. It hit his backside and just sat there. Tobacco will bring it back. Tobacco over to the near side in the corner. Tries to center it out in front. He tried to get it out for Schmidt, but couldn't connect on the doorstep. Out will come Rapelius. Fires a shot well wide. Not sure if he's looking for a backdoor feed, but he missed it very wide of the net. That shot comes through. Hit the netminder. Knocked down and cleared out by the Dragons back to the neutral zone. That puck flipped back into the zone by Becker Big Lake, and Pine City will start it from their own end. Carpenter, far side now for Sell. We'll bring it back. Sell on the right wing, dumps it deep into the zone. Dragons chase in after it, now forechecking. Rapelius will get there first. Knocked away from him, centering out in front, and it's tipped in by Youngbauer. I believe it might have been Keeney that made that play. We'll have to get the assist on that one. The play back behind got dribbled out, and nobody was looking that direction. They didn't know that the puck came out there, and Youngbauer just sat out in front. Oh, they're going to say unassisted. I think it might have been Keeney. They're not going to give him an assist on that one, but he basically just chipped it out in front. I don't know that he was trying to center it, but just chipped it out there. Maybe they'll watch the tape and give an assist posthumously. I don't think posthumously is the right word for that one because he didn't die on the play. He's very much so still with us, but after the fact, I guess we'll just go with that, kind of the simple after the fact. But nonetheless, it was a nice play to get it out front, and Youngbauer, he didn't roof it. He didn't hammer the puck up there. He just kind of flipped it and lobbed it over the top of Anderson, who is still turning around from the puck being behind him. Puck sent down the length of the ice, and that'll be icing on Pine City. We'll move the length of the ice back into their zone for another draw. 3-1 is the lead for Pine City. They extend it out now to a 2-goal lead. Not that you want to lay back on that or kind of rest on your laurels, so to speak, but I think that you can play a little bit more free and easy, trying to be able to get that 4th goal rather than trying to be able to hold on to a 1-goal lead. Might open things up just a little bit. Puck comes back out to the neutral zone, knocked away from Sell. Picked up on the right wing by Youngbauer. Once again, drives his way through. Comes all the way over to the near side with the puck. Works his way into the corner. Out it comes for Sell. Back for Youngbauer. Youngbauer backing off on it. Centers for Linnell. Linnell underneath. He had Youngbauer going to the net, but couldn't quite connect with them. Back will come Carpenter, fires a shot. Save made, and it bounced right past Youngbauer. Out to the neutral zone. Becker Big Lake able to get it back there and starts to change. Linnell will bring it back now. Lost that puck, got it back, fires a shot, save made. I'm not sure if he might have intended to do that move. It looked like he lost it, but he was able to gather it once it slid past the defender. Nice play by Seth Linnell. Score is now 3-1. Tobacco works the puck back to the blue line, and it'll be brought back by Bronson. And it comes now with Schmidt. Bronson fires a shot on the far side, and it's going to be taken away by Smetna. Gets it back out to the neutral zone, but it's knocked away from him. Over to the far side now, brought back by Welch. Welch in on the backhand, fires a shot, save made. Big rebound, and it comes wide of the net. Out in front, McKiska chopping away at it in the slot. Has it go to the corner. McKiska tries to play it around over to the near side for Smet now, but the first person there is going to be Repelius. Plays it back for Rupar. And now Brodson will work his way back through the neutral zone for Becker Big Lake. Fires that one off of the legs of Rydberg. Peels off for a change. Mostly that was it's going to be a dump and change rather than a dump and run. Back it'll come, and it's going to be a goal. Fired in high by Schmidt. He just worked his way into the zone and sent it high over the shoulder of Grabavil. And now that makes it now 3-2. Time of the goal, 4:16 is going to be Schmidt unassisted on the goal. Puck brought back now by Becker Big Lake. They try to get it into the zone. Pine City will pick it up there. Started from their own end. Toss will come Carpenter. Long off the boards. Now Sell almost a 2-on-1. It'll be a 2-on-2. Sell works his way back behind. Tried to center it out in front. Goes out the side of the cage. Back it'll come for Sell as he crosses. Fires that one just a little bit high. Underneath now, Youngbauer played it across. Sell tried to center it. It'll be taken away and brought back now by Huffman. Waves over the near side for Barzee, who's checked off the puck. Puck slides deep into the zone. As Barzee slow to get up, or pops up, but doesn't join the play. Youngbauer is going to get called on an elbow. So Youngbauer picks up another penalty. That's his third penalty of the night. He's also got a goal. .503 at the time of the penalty puts Becker Big Lake back on the man advantage. Pine City's able to get that cleared down the length of the ice. Cross to go to the far side. Schmidt, who just scored the last goal, tries to play it ahead. It's sent right back down by the Dragons. Repelius will start it from his own end. Over to the near side now for Tobacco. Tobacco works his way through the neutral zone. Slides it over to the far side. Onto the stick of Schmidt. Schmidt back behind. Works his way over to the near side. Tries to go backdoor for Tobacco. Shot blocked nicely by McKiska. Correction, that was Aiden Welch that got that block. Puck on the near side, and back it'll come for Rupar. Rupar in the circle, tried to go back door, tipped out in front, and somehow Grabavoll, I don't think he intended to get a pad on that one, but it ended up hitting off of his foot. The puck found him rather than him finding the puck. That puck comes all the way through, down the length of the ice as Pine City's able to get the clear. Down under a minute to go in the power plays. Both teams change. Puck along this near side. It'll come all the way through as it's barely held onto by Brodson. Fires a shot from a weak angle. And it's smothered by Grabavoll. Score is 3-2 in favor of the Pine City Dragons on the M Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. You can now find Dr. Raymond and Jenna Labine at the M Health Fairview North Branch location. Face off on the near side left of Grabavoll. Well, now we'll tip it to the corner. Tied up there with Tobacco. Correction, Rupar. Out will come with Brodson. Works his way over to the far side. Off the dasher boards. Now to the left wing. Tipped up in the air. Schmidt able to hold the zone. Schmidt works his way deep now on the circle on the near side. Linnell tied him up momentarily. Just long enough to be able to allow Sell to get there. Now it's a foot race. Sell works his way past Rapelius. High on the backside. Goes off the window back behind. He almost tipped it in on the ricochet. Sell thought maybe there should be a penalty on that one as it comes back into the other end of the ice. Pine City gets it clear down the length of the ice. Under 10 minutes to play now as we're back to even strength. Becker Big Lake is 1 of 5 on the power play now. And Pine City looking to try to put some more points on the board. More goals up in lights. Puck over to the near side. Set up for Tobacco. He's tied up by Linnell. That puck ends up coming through anyway from Rapelius. Rupar ended up having it hit him in the shoulder, and it gets knocked down from there. 9:21 to play in the hockey game. 1 goal game, 3-2. In favor of the Pine City Dragons here on their home ice. Youngbauer gets tripped up, knocked down. Puck along that far side. Becker Big Lake trying to dig it out of there. It'll be brought back. Linnell able to play it ahead for Sell. Now Sell works his way through. 1-on-1. Goes in on Tobacco. Gets pushed to the corner. He tried to backhand it out in front. And now we get a penalty and a high stick. You could make an argument that Parker Sell created that one by forcing the issue. So Becker Big Lake goes shorthanded now. .803 time of the penalty on the high stick, and Pine City looking to be able to put goal up on the board. It's going to be knocked away and sent down by Scheidman. Sell comes back after it. Sell works his way through on the right wing. Gets deep into the zone. Back behind the netminder Anderson. Centered it out in front. Carpenter was there. Anderson wasn't looking, but it was broken up on a nice defensive play. Polacek got a stick on that one. Welch had it on the doorstep, and Haug got it to him just as he was being tied up. Haug goes weak side. Stepping up on it. Welch knocked it in there, but it was Scheidman that got a piece of that one. Scheidman thought that it was coming to him, but Welch essentially took it away from him, but he was playing it off of Welch's stick, or off of Scheidman's stick, rather. Puck back to the blue line. Set up now for Lindblom. Lindblom off the draw, fires that. Blocker save made by Anderson. Lindblom sets up in the circle. Puck back up top now for Sell. Sell over to the far side. McKiska rifles a shot just a little bit wide, and it's going to be off the window and down into the Pine City zone. Sell will come back after it. Lindblom will join him and start it from their own end. Lindblom crosses the blue line. Deep into the zone, works his way through on the near side, fires a shot, goes a little bit high and wide over to the far side. McKiska able to hold that tried to play it underneath. Puck onto the near side. Tobacco gets it back to the blue line and cleared out down the length of the ice. Grabavo will come out to play it. Slides it over to the near side now for Lindblom as he's able to track back into his own area. Off for Lindblom. Lindblom and Sell will start it from their own end now with 15 seconds remaining in the power play. Lindblom comes all the way through. Sets up back behind the net. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Try to get it back for Youngbauer. Instead goes up top for Sell. Almost had to jump a stick. Able to hold possession. Now it's knocked away by Schmidt. And now it's going to be a foot race going the other direction as on the ice is going to be Rupar. Rupar got to check in on Sell on that one. 6:45 to play in the hockey game. We're back to even strength. Pine City 0 for 2 on the man advantage. Puck in the neutral zone. Rupar trying to maintain possession for the Eagles. Plays along this near side. Now Dragons work their way on that far side. Carpenter skates cross rink all the way over to this near side and then dumps that one in. Tobacco plays it over to the far edge. Now set for Schmidt. Schmidt flips it past a couple of Dragons. Comes all the way through the length of the ice. Hogg will touch that one up for an icing call. .6:04 to play. Again, join us during the post game. We'll give away a Nichols Cafe Player of the Game gift certificate. Nichols Cafe. Nichols Cafe is the place where hockey players, coaches, and fans go to get fed. Shot comes off the draw. Just a little bit high and wide. Welch on this near side trying to be able to dig that one out. McKiska in the area as well. Back it'll come to the blue line. Carpenter able to hold his own. Smetna trying to play it back in. Instead it'll come out now with Becker Big Lake. Crossing her Bo and Totke. Back for Bo. Tried to fire a shot. He's tied up on the play. And now Smetna will pick it up with a lot of speed going the other direction. Smetna works his way all the way in. Loses the puck, however. Anderson will smother it. Now a little pushing and shoving after the fact. Now we're going to have some penalties assessed. Have to sort out what's happening here. I've had a lot of trying to sort out multiple different penalties at the same time. So now it's going to be a power play, it sounds like, for Becker Big Lake. Minor will be offsetting on a couple of roughs, but the additional one will be on Smetna. .11:28, time of the call. So now will be a power play opportunity for Becker Big Lake again. Rifling a shot off the draw is Schmidt. Nice blocker save made by Grabavo. Rapelius down for Schmidt. Schmidt, they're trying to work that backdoor play. Instead, he just takes a shot. Save made. Another shot low. Save made again. Weak side shot by Tobacco is blocked. Never made it all the way through. Rupar backhands it across for Tobacco on the far side. Tobacco try to get it out front. Nice deflection on the weak side by Carpenter as he tied up Schmidt and Pine City, able to get the clear down the length of the ice. Becker Big Lake has definitely had more than their fair share of opportunities in this game. Sell trying to be able to forecheck hard, keep the puck in the zone. Minute 10 to go in the power play, 4:40 to go in the hockey game. The puck heads deep into the zone. No icing on that one. Carpenter over to the near side now. Linnell working his way, spinning away from one defender, but now he's pinned up against the boards, loses possession of the puck. And it'll be a face-off at the other end of the ice. Not sure exactly what happened there, but they moved the face-off all the way down the length of the ice on that. So Becker Big Lake will have to go the length of the ice to be able to get themselves set back up on offense. Cross along the far side, shot comes through, save made. Linnell's now going to have it. 2-on-1, shorthanded, going the other direction. He's in with Parker Sell, trying to lay it across, and it's a nice defensive play made by Tyler Schmidt. Schmidt on the far side. Ahead it comes off the skate of Tobacco. Over to the near side. Bronda sends that one in deep. Schmidt has it. Up for Apelius. Shot save made again. Schmidt will pick it up. He'll fire a shot. Linnell blocks that one. And it's going to get back to the point. Not out. But now Linnell is able to get it out. Smetna's back on the ice. We're back to even strength. And Pine City able to kill yet another power play. Becker Big Lake is 1 of 6 on the man advantage. Sal fires that one in, and it's held on to by Anderson. .316 to play here in the hockey game. Even strength we go. 3-2. Shot comes through off the side of the cage. Puck back to the point, and it's going to get past Rydberg and head down the length of the ice. He'll head back into his own zone to be able to pick it up. Grabavoll surveying, watching, making sure that he's got an eye on that puck the entire time. He's been very good tonight. Only had the 2 goals that have come through, but he has faced a ton of shots and a ton of really good-looking shots. Beckstrom tried to backhand that one across and ended up putting it right for Smetna. Back to the neutral zone. Beckstrom plays it over to the far side, and it's going to be sent in by Scheidman. Back underneath, Rydberg will pick it up there. 2.5 to play here in Pine City. Over to the near side now for McKiska. McKiska dances along this near edge, tried to play it back to the blue line, lost it momentarily. And it's kept in by Barzee. Lindblom now will have it. And Pine City will work their way out of their own zone. Ahead for Smetna. Smetna makes a move, almost got tripped up on the play. I think if he would have went down, he probably would have drawn a penalty and put Pine City on the power play with 2 minutes remaining. That puck comes all the way back to the neutral zone, chopped down by Carpenter. He'll put that one back deep into the zone. And we're going to keep an eye now on Anderson because at some point in time, likely he's going to head off. Puck heads back deep into the zone. Set up for Toulouse. Over to the far side, and Schmidt is going to try to bring it back. Schmidt now 2-on-2. Almost looked like it was going to be a 3-on-2, but Schmidt gave up on the play, didn't start trying to push his way up ice. Puck high up off the window, trying to get it for Youngbauer. Goes a little bit past him. And back it'll come now for the Eagles. Eagles from their own zone. Over to the near side, to the neutral zone. Sent back in by Sell. Tobacco now back out to the neutral zone. Rupar checked off the puck, loses it. Puck chipped up into the air. Rupar is going to get it back. Drops for Thompson. Correction, Schmidt. Schmidt able to get into the zone as we now have 1 minute remaining in the hockey game. Back to the point, Rapelius. Rapelius has it knocked away from him by Youngbauer. Youngbauer is going to get in a foot race, trying to be able to bring it back. Leaves it across for Sell. Sell has it knocked away from him by Anderson, the netminder who came out to play that one. Anderson still in the net. Ahead it'll come. You'd think he'd be heading off at this point in time. They play on, 36 seconds remaining in the hockey game. You got to get him to the bench as soon as you gain possession, whether it's out of the zone or not. Right now he needs to head to the bench. Rupar, long down the end of the ice. It's going to be icing. And the faceoff will come back in the Becker Big Lake zone. Third period, 21 seconds remaining. And Anderson still remains in his net. Nothing else, Anderson should be a couple of times, should have been about halfway up, but was not. Face off on the near side with 21 seconds remaining and a 1-goal game. Puck back behind. Sent out front now for Schmidt. Schmidt over to the near side. Tobacco crosses the line. Now Anderson comes out, and it's going to be Pine City that'll pick it up with 10 seconds remaining. Sent down the length of the ice, and it goes just a little bit wide. It'll be an icing call, but it will move the faceoff down the length of the ice. So Anderson will be off with 5.2 seconds remaining up on the Fairview M-Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. M-Health Fairview Clinics with convenient on-site pharmacy in North Branch. It includes drive-up service with mail order. Again, stick with us during the post game. We'll speak with Coach Sauter. We'll also award the Nichols Cafe Player of the Game. Nichols Cafe, remember, eat more bacon. Support that 100%. 5.2 seconds remaining, and now Becker Big Lake is going to take their timeout. And that's what we're going to have. We'll step away as well. We'll be back here in Pine City. You know, we're going to keep it right here, actually, with just 5.2 seconds remaining up on the scoreboard. Don't want to get too far away and then end up having it come back quicker out of the timeout or anything silly like that. So we'll just keep it right here and get you set for the last 5.2 seconds. Essentially, they have time to be able to set something up, but they almost have to have kind of a set to be able to get it to a certain point on the ice to be able to get kind of a one-shot deal. Likely they're going to try to work it back to the point and then look for that backdoor feed. They have been trying to do that on the power play all night long, trying to be able to get it to Tobacco on the back edge. We'll see if they set up with that as well. The draw is going to be on the far side right of Grabovel, and I think that Becker Big Lake would have rather it been on this side, but it'll be on that far side. Rebellious is going to be on this near side. We'll see if he dribbles his way down. This is a big draw. Welch to take the draw for Pine City against Rupar. Quick chop at it. Correction, that was Schmidt on the draw. What a play. Chopping that one out of the zone as Rydberg dove forward and got a stick on it and got it cleared out of the zone. What a job by Rydberg. Mason Rydberg went to the ground, swung his stick at it, and was able to get that one chipped out of the zone, and that will do it. It'll be a 3-2 victory for the Pine City Dragons here on their home ice. We'll come back and we'll wrap things up on the post game from Pine City when we return on WCMP Online.
The new year is here. It's the perfect time to trade out the old and bring in the new. That's the new furnace to keep you cozy warm for the rest of winter and for years to come. Aquarius Home Services, your local heating expert, is here to help with a fantastic New Year special. How does a new furnace for as low as $45 per month sound? That's right, as little as $45 per month. To learn more and schedule your free estimate, visit AquariusHomeservices.com today.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franz and Bank and Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franz and Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzandbank.com/getThere. Franz and Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
WCMP Online, Andy Becker on hand here for the postgame, joined by Coach Sauter. And Coach, I don't even want to necessarily call it an ugly win, but a win is a win.
Yeah, exactly. It's still 2 points in the standings, and there just wasn't any flow to the game, and our guys just kept their heads, kept with it, and we're happy with the result.
I want you to take a moment to talk a little bit about your netminder tonight. Freshman goalie stepping in. It seemed, at least from my vantage point, that he played a great game that could have easily gone the other direction with the many chances as Becker Big Lake had.
Yeah, he made a lot of big saves. They weren't noticeable, but he was in the right spots at the right times. I know the 2 goals he did let in were, upper top shelf. Not much he can do about those. So, no, he played solid and earned his first varsity win.
Now, granted, Parker Sell has been one of the more consistent players, one of the better players for a couple of years, but it almost felt like that third period, I don't know if he took something personally or what it was. It seemed like he kind of ratcheted his game up just a little bit more to make sure that game finished.
Parker always gets better as the game goes on. I like to call him Mr. Clutch in the locker room and in practice because he comes through when you need him, and he just we were leaning on him hard tonight, him and Carpenter, because we were missing so many guys, and he didn't find the back of the net, but his play, he doesn't need to be on the score sheet to help us win. So,
well, Coach, congratulations on the victory, and good luck in your next matchup.
All right, thank you.
Coach Sauter joining us here on the postgame. We'll come and wrap things up here on WCMP.
Chad Greenway here. Mortgage rates haven't been this low since 2017. Time to talk to your local Franzen Bank about buying your first home, a cabin, or an investment property, building your dream home, refinancing to lower your mortgage payment, or for a home improvement project. Franzen Bank will be with you every step of the way. Find your local Franzen Bank mortgage expert today at franzenbank.com/get there. Tell them Greenway sent you. Franzen Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear & Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear & Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
It takes a team effort to ensure a successful future. That's why Town & Country Insurance in Hinckley, Finlayson, and Mora, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, and Grinnell Mutual are celebrating the accomplishments of our student athletes across every sport. We recognize the dedication it takes to work and play hard. Your display of teamwork makes it easy to trust in tomorrow. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it. to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
This is a story we all share of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley, providing you with the highest quality food for your family. This week at Daggett's, get Hormel all-natural pork butts for $1.59 per pound. Honey Crisp apples are just $1.79 per pound. Daggett's own fresh baked Italian bread is 2 for $3, and Best Choice mac and cheese is 3 for $1. Deals are good this week only while supplies last. So hurry into your local grocery store, Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley.
WCMP Online, Andy Becker on hand, now joined by Nichols Cafe player of the game, Oscar Graboval. And first and foremost, Oscar, congratulations on the victory. And you mentioned this is your first varsity start.
Yeah, I mean, it's been good. I've always stayed in JV. I mean, it's the first time to prove myself, and I think I did good today.
Did you have a pretty good flow for the game, a good feel from the game right from the get-go, or did you have a little nerves?
Yeah, in the beginning of the game, I was a little scared, but like after the first half, the first period, I was getting to the flow. I was into it. I think I was doing good.
It kind of felt like as the way the game went along, you had most of the pucks kind of hit you right square in the chest. You were in the right position. Did you see the puck? Did you see the way things were developing in front of you nicely?
Yeah, I mean, most of the time I saw the puck, but a few times on the power plays I didn't see it. But otherwise, I was tracking the puck pretty good.
Your defense do pretty good being able to help you on that weak side. It looked like they were trying to force that to the backside for Tobacco a couple of times. They were able to kind of help you out.
Yeah, I always try to tell my teammates, my defense, to get the guy out of the way and just put a stick up. It's all you need to do.
All right, congratulations on the win, and of course the Nichols Cafe gift certificate there for the player of the game.
Thank you.
Oscar Graboval joining us here on the post game.
The new year is here. It's the perfect time to trade out the old and bring in the new. That's the new furnace to keep you cozy warm for the rest of winter and for years to come. Aquarius Home Services, your local heating expert, is here to help with a fantastic New Year special. How does a new furnace for as low as $45 per month sound? That's right, as little as $45 per month. To learn more and schedule your free estimate, visit AquariusHomeservices.com today.
WCMP Online, Andy Backstrom on hand, wrapping things up for the final score of 3-2. The final score here in tonight's matchup. Oscar Graboval, your Nichols Cafe player of the game. Want to appreciate him for joining us. Want to appreciate Coach Sauter for joining us up here in the box a couple of times to be able to discuss how the game went. Oscar Graboval in his first varsity start as a freshman played very well tonight and gets the victory. His first varsity victory. First goal of the game, 6:03 in. Smetana from Welch. Pine City 1-0. 13-13. Pine City made it 2-0. McKiska unassisted. Becker Big Lake got a power play goal at 16:15 of the first. Tobacco from Repelius. That made it, at the time, 2-1. No scoring at all in the second period. A handful of penalties that were assessed to each squad, but otherwise we went to the third period with a 2-1 score. Pine City got on the board right away, 2:03 in. Youngbauer unassisted. I thought there might have been an assist on that play to, I believe, Keeney, who was behind the net trying to get it out front, and it just dribbled its way out there, and Youngbauer was able to flip it up over the top of Anderson for essentially what proved to be the game winner. Schmidt got a goal for Becker Big Lake at 4:16, and Pine City held on from there. Final score tonight is 3-2 with the loss. The Becker Big Lake Eagles fall to 2-8-1, 1-7-1 in conference play. Their next matchup will be Tuesday night at Chisago Lakes. With the victory, Pine City improves now to 5-6. They have now won 5 of their last 7 after losing their first 4. They are now also even in conference play at 4-4. Their next matchup will be Monday, against North Branch. Our next matchup for WCMP is going to be on Monday, as we have a handful of games coming your way that we are going to be excited to bring up that schedule here once again. We have a couple of girls basketball games coming up. Hinckley Finlayson will be taking on Moose Lake Willow River in one of our two matchups. The second matchup in girls basketball on Monday night will be Rush City and Mora. Correction, that's going to be boys basketball. Rush City and Mora on Monday night. My next matchup will be on Tuesday, girls basketball, East Central versus Onamia. That'll be at East Central and coming to you at 7 p.m. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast, a 3-2 victory by Pine City over the top of Becker Big Lake. We hope you can join us for a future broadcast here on WCMP. And until next time, have a good night, everybody.